I don't think they exist. What's the purpose of marrying someone that has cheated on you a lot of times while going together?
Maybe they got that shit out their system now. Forgiveness. How do you trust that? 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 Oh yeah, this can be.
Hey, y'all. Good morning. It's your girl, Miss V. Live and straight talk with Miss V. In the building, we got Big Rob.
Good morning, everyone.
And y'all won't believe, but we got the cutest, the future seeking seer, Miss Booda.
Hi, everyone.
And if you don't know, now you know who Booda is. Yeah, I'm sure you know who she is because I done posted her enough times. Okay? Booda, how you feeling? How you been?
I'm wonderful.
We miss you around these parts.
I know I miss y'all too.
Oh, you should be here and stop it.
All right,
There we go. All right. So today, first topic, right off the bat, we ain't gonna be bullshit. We ain't playing no whole bunch of games. I need to know what it is. What you think? What do you think? What do you see? What do you know about your own shit? Everybody got insight on somebody else's shit. Oh, girl, you should do this. Oh, yo, I'm telling you, son, you should handle it like this. You don't really know internally how somebody should handle something. Stop putting your mouth on everybody's future situation. I can tell you, well, Booty, look, your job day is, you should go and find another job. But in here, you know, that's my fucking 401k. I'm ready to start over. Life insurance, my damn health insurance, you've been here so long, you are invested in the company.
Oh, that's accurate.
So why leave?
But that's where Stucky could be.
You know, we have conversations a lot about, because Rob, you should do this about the baby mother. You can't tell him what to do because you don't know how he feel and you don't know what this chick finna do about ripping his life apart. So stop speaking on other people shit. That's all I'm gonna say about that before we get to the first topic. I had to get that out my system. Y'all know I have lash outs. We all know.
Yeah, lash outs is really real. Let me tell y'all the
Sometimes they necessary.
The truth be the truth.
Because you hold shit too long sometimes and then it mess you up.
But I'm gonna kick this shit off raw, off the rip, because I think this question right here is gonna set the pace for how I think the show should go.
Hey T Lee, real quick, I just wanted to say, hey Boop, hey everybody that just joined in on Instagram. I can't see all your names, but I'm here. And if you want to say something in the conversation, hit the request to join button and you can join in with us. We're here for all the shenanigans.
We have no problems with you guys joining. So
there
why don't
you go.
Join? I don't care who you are. You got something you got an opinion you want to voice about this show?
Voice it.
Speak it. But question number one today is, do you really like being single? Or you say it to fool yourself from loneliness? Good God Almighty.
Tell us what that first card say, Boo.
All right, so trust came out.
And read what trust say.
I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly.
So let's piggyback off of that. Speak your piece, Ms. V.
For me, I have to agree with that. But here's the thing, that iffy thing. When you are a person who is God-fearing and you want to relate every scripture to your situation, everything that people say of God is not for you. Every scripture in the Bible can be reinterpreted for any situation.
Right.
So you got to trust that inner voice in you is giving you the right thing. A lot of people have a tendency not to do that. Trust it, because sometimes I'll be like, God, you want me to invent what? I don't got the energy for that. But before I know it, I listen, I trust, I work it out before you know it, the project moving like this. And I'd be like, God, you always showing off with me.
For me, I'm going to just say that what you got to do is, I got this thing with me with my gut. You know what I'm saying? Where my gut is my intuition. Like men have intuition just like women do. And you'll know if that person is the person or not. I don't care how cool he is, how much y'all vibe. Energy could be excellent. The sex could be amazing.
Ooh.
But you know your person. It's as simple as that. Like,
And a lot of times the sex don't make them your person. Good sex
good.
don't make them your
see,
person.
that's what the difference in being an adult and a child comes into play. Because you got some people that look at a fuck as this a fuck.
Right.
I'm not catching feelings. I'm not doing any of that. I'm talking about it was great. You could have fucked my whole bed and
Fireworks.
everything up. You your shit could shoot motherfucking fireworks and flags that say Robbie. It could do all that shit.
And I'm gonna look at you like that shit was good.
I'm gonna look at you and be like, that shit was fire. I got something I got to do. And it's not
hurtful.
It's not hurtful, but it's just we fuck. I gave you what you needed. You gave me what I needed. There's no attachment. People don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, not get caught up in the sex. You know what I mean? People get caught up in good sex. They do. You know what I'm saying? When it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about that mediocre, that bullshit where you look at a motherfucker like, this shit was a waste of my motherfucking time.
Yeah. A lot of people have a tendency to think that the good sex means this is my person. No, you just found the good partner.
Yeah.
Booda, what you guys say about the trust?
I say, I guess in relative to the question, do you really like being single, or you say it to fool yourself from loneliness? I mean, from my perspective, I'm cool either way. Cause like we were talking about earlier, like happiness start within. And so like I'm not unhappy when I'm not in a relationship, and I be happy when I am. But if I feel unhappy when I am in one, like I feel like they not adding to the 100%. I bring a happiness to myself. So if they can't bring more into my cup, then I'd rather just be single.
And it's crazy because I just had that conversation this morning, and I'm saying to the person, I don't not love you. I love you and don't do anything for you. But it's something in here in me that I need to give me all of this. I need to be who I am. You know, I've been so long. What you need, what you need, what you need. My mother, daughter, my sister, sibling, my uncle, niece. I've been everybody's everything.
Yeah, but the thing that's crazy is like that was a very good question, because you asked like, do you fool yourself? Do you say it to fool yourself from loneliness?
I think sometimes you do.
And that loneliness thing, I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't care who you are. Nobody wants to die alone.
None.
Nobody wants to be alone. Everyone wants that somebody. But for me, what I'm not going to do is fake myself out or put myself in a situation like I'm desperate, so I'm going to be with anybody. No.
Right.
People want companionship so bad, and they want to be in relationships so bad that they force themselves to be with any fucking body, where they sit and they tolerate a bunch of bullshit. Yo, you'd be surprised at how many females that I know. And my niggas, if you get mad, you get mad. But like, I know a bunch of females that's in situations that they don't want to be with. But the thought of starting over and having to go through that whole process all over again, they rather just deal with the bullshit that they got, suffer, and be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
And it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, you can't be scared to start over. You can't be scared to let go. You know what I mean? My thing is like Booda was saying, you gotta find happiness within yourself. It starts with you. If you can't get you together, then how the fuck you gonna be good for somebody else, or be good to somebody else?
Or be good to somebody else.
But what is better for worse for you? And I don't mean you as a person, I mean you, me, like people. Cause this what I'm saying. What in a situation or a relationship, what situations arise that are just like no-nos, unforgivable, I need to move on? Or what are situations that you cool with trying to figure out the work, what you could work through?
Well, I hate to say this, right? But I'm going to say it.
Say it.
We living in a day and age, I was just talking about this last night, that's what's so fucking funny. We living in a social media age. We living in the internet age. This is a totally different way of living compared to how we used to be. And with being exposed to so much, everybody's being in your business, everybody's nosy, everybody knows this, everybody got that advice, got this advice. My thing is, you gotta learn how to have a balance and know what's good for you and what's not. People, we living in a cheating era. Let's be clear. Like people are cheating,
and they cheating now.
But what I'm saying is now
out in the open.
Now with now you got it's an ass parade. Everybody is so obsessed with these big asses and having these big asses and all that shit. Like niggas is ass crazy. So now you have a high rate of cheating. You get what I'm saying? So by you having a high rate of cheating, people really, people's going to cheat. So now it's like, what are you going to top? Every female say they don't want a man to cheat. Sweetheart, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but, well, I can't say that because you got a small percentage of men that's absolutely, positively not going to cheat. I don't give a fuck what's going on. It is something. I'm not going to say something, but it's niggas out here. We're going to keep that shit a band like you going to do what you do every now and then. You know what I'm saying? And they want that shit to be accepted. So what I say, my suggestion to you is go talk to your peoples and discuss with her about having an open relationship.
That's the next step.
Open on one side?
No, I'm talking about, no, listen. You got to have it on. You can't have it one way, my niggas. This is how it go, right? If you think you going to do dirt and your girl not going to do dirt, that's not how it work, my nigga. You being phony to yourself. You lying to yourself. So at the end of the day, you got to be able to accept what you doing. You can't be one-sided with the shit. You can't have this woman laying in the house, not doing nothing, and you out here fucking off and doing you. I'm talking about with multiple bitches. You might just have one, but the average nigga, multiple. So at the end of the day, if she go find this one nigga and she do her, how the fuck you gonna get mad? That's some bitch ass shit.
Not necessarily. Because it's really not in women's nature to be all over the place. In a sense like that.
Thank you.
So honestly, you said something about the Bible, so let's go back there, right? The source, right? This the thing. It's a numbers factor, if nothing else. And numbers don't ever lie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Naturally, it said
Black Beauty said boom to your comment.
Numbers never lie. So it says be fruitful and multiply. It ain't never say, oh, have one wife. It ain't never say have 20. It just said be fruitful and multiply.
Well,
now women outnumber men significantly on earth, and it's always been that way. Always been that way.
11-1 right now.
Always been that way. So this is the thing. Yeah, you can take on a wife, but it's very, very odd for women to expect a man that's by nature supposed to impregnate plenty or many women to only be with just her. It's almost insanity at the thought that that's going to be a reality. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, but that's from his own discipline. It's not nothing that you can possess as a woman that's going to make a man not desire other women, except for himself.
That's
so, I don't feel like, you definitely have to be in an open relationship. Just because a nigga wants to fling his dick everywhere, don't mean I don't be giving all these other niggas my pussy just because I can.
That's true. But what I'm saying, and I'm speaking in the form of
fairness.
Fairness, not only fairness, but if it don't apply, let it fly. My thing is, this what I'm saying. Keep in mind that when we speak on this show, this is merely our own personal opinions. Right. This is not a general thing where this is what we saying is law. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, this is merely my opinion. And that's just how I feel about the whole ordeal. Like, just don't fool yourself into, you know what I mean, thinking that you sing like the loneliness, you're trying to cover the lonely. Like, people I don't think nobody want to be lonely. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want that person, but sometimes.
What if you're a person, people? What if it ain't a person? Like, what if?
Well, like he said, if that's how you feel, tell your mate you want an open relationship.
But see, I don't feel like you should tell somebody that once you get in a relationship. unless those feelings develop over time. If you already knew you was a poly motherfucker, that's some shit you supposed to kick at the door.
Lead with.
I'm not saying people don't. That doesn't happen. Where it's been a couple that's been monogamous and then at some point they became poly. It happens. But I'm saying if you knew within your heart that you are a poly person, but I just want V. So I'ma just finesse V like, oh yeah, it's me and you, and then I marry her, and then 3 years in, I'm OV. What you think about us?
Then you want to switch it. I saw a movie like last week.
Yeah, like come on.
I mean, so even with that, right? Like I'm gonna go into the next question because when we talking about everything tying.
Did you get any comments from that one?
What the first one?
Yeah. Are you tricking yourself in being?
Yeah. We got one comment, and the only comment we got was from Big Tone. Tone said they be crying in the car wishing that they could have the right person in their life, but front for social media with that happily single crap. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people claim that I'm happy, I'm good by myself, this, that, and the third. You got to understand we wasn't designed to be that way. We was designed, man is supposed to be with one man. That's how it's supposed to be. But unfortunately, like I said, you got TV shows, social media, movies, and things of that nature dictating like this is the way and that is the way. So again, like Booda said, everything tie back into your own motherfucking discipline. It's what you know what I mean, what you deem and what you prefer and what works for you. And like I said, this right here ties into the next question. The next question was, how do you let your guard down when you found that perfect someone for you? Like, how can you do that? Like, how would you let your guard down with the person that you found that's for you? How do you let your guard down?
I don't know. For me, letting my guard down isn't easy. And I have to say this because, I've watched so many. Like I tell people all the time, I'm the youngest of 5 girls and then lived in the house with my mother. So I've watched so many things that gave me traumas and put me on triggers. So letting my guard down. And then my own first marriage was mind-blowing as far as the cheating aspect and the mental play aspect. So it's not easy for me to let my guard down. But one thing I'm not going to do is lead with, I love you so much, it's going to be us. I love you enough to say, look, we good. I mean, and I'm not saying that. Yeah, easy. Don't complicate it. If we can go out and eat and have our families together and movie nights, date nights, let me stay right there. I'm a person who you try to put a label on it. I'm telling you, I'd rather not even deal with you again. Right. And you done fucked up something that's good.
Right.
And if you're a person who need a label, then I'm not your person.
Right.
So is your lack of wanting a label come from not technically wanting to be in a relationship, or is because you feel putting a label on it put too much pressure?
I think it's a little bit of both. Like right now in my life, with the projects and stuff I got going on, I don't want to be in a relationship because once you become in a relationship, that's your second part, right? Mm-hmm. So now you got to finagle all these things, but remember to love on that person. Sometimes I'm not going to make it to call you, to check on you. I'm not going to make it to be home on time so we can sit down and eat. But if we just good, all right, she busy, but soon as she get a spot, she going, I'm going to be that right there. You know what I mean? Right. I'm going to be her person. So I'd rather be single and just stay good. You label me, I'm running. I'm telling you off the bat.
Real quick, I got a bunch of comments on that. First one, Rodney Pierce said, be open and honest and let your feelings be known. But that doesn't mean to be blind or gullible. Expressing your feelings is not a weakness, it's life. The second one, Samuel Speaks said, nothing beats a failure but a try. Got to take chances in life and move forward. P said, you trust in your own instincts and vibration, then move with confidence and don't worry about all that. And Big Tone, to finish it off, said, have God protect and guide you.
All right, let me go to Facebook real fast.
In my opinion, this is just like, again, my opinion. When you get in a relationship, as long as you on the same page with your mate, that the person that you decided, because I'm assuming when you get in a relationship, what are you getting in a relationship for? Are you getting in a relationship to say that you just together, or are y'all getting in a relationship because this is your person, this is who you want to be with? What are you seeking to do with the relationship? Are you planning on marrying this person? Are you planning on being with this person like long term? So when you do this, I would say the same thing Tone said, man, pray and just have God guide you when you move on your instincts. That's how I feel about it. Like, my thing is, it's like, why complicate something that's easy? All you have, if you and that person is doing the right, if it's milk, for example, if you got milk and cereal, you're not going to pour water in cereal. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not going to add salt and pepper on cereal. You get what I'm saying? Don't fuck up something that's already cool. You know what I mean? People be trying to add. People do too fucking much. Let's be clear.
Like, I feel like when you do that, it's because that's your source throwing that shit off on purpose. Because maybe that's who you're not supposed to be with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can have seasons to do right with somebody, but if that's still not your person, something's gonna go left. Somehow it just is. Cause maybe that's not who you're supposed to be with. Maybe that was some season type shit. Or some reason type shit. But not right. Lifetime type
Let me read some of this Facebook real quick. Black Beauty said he hitting it right on the money. Hey Nikki, thanks for tuning in. Rodney Pierce. Hey Booda.
Hey Rodney. How you been, love?
I'm sorry, Instagram, I ain't reading y'all stuff because I'm over here. Big Tone on here. Hey, Big Tone.
Big Tone.
Now back to the comments. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump up, but I just like to get people heard. He said, "What up, y'all?" Yeah, I think that people need to stop complicating situations. A lot of times you'll be in an open relationship, but because we calling it open relationship or we calling it poly, now you scared.
Cause know what? You already been doing the shit. You just was doing it without labels. Now you saying, hey,
we got a title now.
Yup. And guess what? You the person I'm forever gonna fuck other bitches on. But you don't want to say that. But you'd rather be one of the bitches he fucking on. But why not take the perks of it? You already getting the dick. Why not get the head done, the nails done, the love? You feel me?
Why not?
Why not? Why not take the perks that come with it if it might happen to you anyway?
If it's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah, like just to me, it's my favorite person that I like to do whatever with, including some things I really don't want to fucking deal with. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's what I was kind of saying this morning. I like this good space. I am a person that just want to be good. And y'all know I've said that a million times. I just want to be good. When it get complicated, I'm running every time.
Okay, so that takes me into this other question. And it says, what's the purpose of marrying someone that has cheated on you a lot of times while going together? What's the purpose? Like,
I don't know.
That I think that's, for me,
let me shuffle that one. Let's see what happens.
Discipline. Maybe they have learned to practice the art of discipline.
Read what the book say about it.
All right, so discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Your soul has a goal, but it has also chosen to incarnate, into a world of distractions. Earth is a dimension of
Sorry, y'all.
Sorry, people. Buddha's having phone problems.
Sorry, y'all. It's my alarms. Earth is a dimension of obstacles and challenges, but you have been given discipline as your birthright. It is time to remind yourself what your soul has come back to this planet to learn. This is a great opportunity to reevaluate your priorities and go about your daily tasks with a new system of managing your life. Instead of being the passive recipient of whatever comes your way, distractions can easily get us off the work of our soul. Boom. If we give into this apathetic impulse, we can miss many well-placed and pre-planned techniques needed for our inherent growth. Learn that the satisfaction of a task completed is more emotionally rewarding than a task delayed. So I think people don't want labels, titles, and sometimes because they do not know or do not want to prioritize a person. Right. So if that means, oh, fuck that job, I'm calling off and go lay up with my boo. People be like, no, I'm trying to get this money, like, and then you technically saying fuck your mate by doing that. So it's about balance. You have to balance and prioritize being in a relationship and all the other shit in your life. So, which is why.
And if you can't, don't.
Exactly. But see, that's why back in the day, the women stayed home and dealt with the family matters, and the men went and worked. That way you ain't have two motherfuckers juggling the busy schedule. But a lot of the women were feeling unfulfilled with that lifestyle, which is understandable because you don't want to just feel like all the fuck you do is keep house. But to me, that just meant, bitch, find something to do with yourself from home, not technically go work outside of.
If that was the thing. Rob got a comment.
Real quick. Smooth 1606 said relationships should be just like a job. Fill out the application, and if it sounds like they should fit, you call them up, give them the interview, and give them the job.
There you go. Smooth.
It's real.
You said it right on the nose.
It's real simple. Like I said, man, again, you know, we tend to have people that complicate shit that's easy. I'm going to read these other comments.
Wait a minute, real quick. Let me get this real quick because we jumped past one. When y'all mentioned it about, I guess, the multiple women thing, Big Tone said, because Ninja's pockets ain't deep. They tight and they want to, but they want to still play.
Yeah.
And then he came back to say, get one chick, keep your winky in your hands. I mean, keep your dick in your pants and be with that one wild.
Absolutely. Comments on the question that we had, meaning, what's the purpose of marrying someone that has cheated on you a lot of times while going together? The comments that we got on this is Tamika. She said a lot of women think that the marriage will change the man.
Yeah.
But they don't realize how you start is how you finish.
Exactly.
Tamika, I ain't even gonna bullshit you. Like, if it's a duck, it's, if you see it, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a fucking duck.
It's definitely a duck.
You're not gonna convince me that that's a cat walking across the fucking floor.
So you telling me if you got 10 years in with a man, and let's say he's significantly younger than you, right? You don't think if y'all on and off or whatever, because mostly because of the infidelity, that at some point that duck can't change? And yeah, he ain't gonna be a cat. You feel me?
Now let me say this. I am gonna say this.
But he can be a swan.
It's gonna sound like it's gonna sound like a contradiction, but I am gonna say this. I believe change is in everybody. I believe that, you know what I mean, because I'm a man that, like, I changed my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say that people can't change, but it's got to be within you. That's got to be something that you want and that you seeking and that you're willing to do. If you love your mate enough to where as though that's the person you want to be with and you don't want to cheat, then you ain't going to do it. But you got some motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck what you do or how you do it. That's just who they are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't change the spots on the fucking leopard, no matter what you do. You cut all that shit off, make them bald. When it grow back, the leopard is still going to have them spots.
Real
that's
quick.
What I'm saying.
Big Tone said you can be your own person and happy until your great thing comes along. He said people can change when they want. I believe people can change, but it goes back to the card. What did your card say? I forgot. Discipline. It goes back to the discipline. What works for you is discipline.
Yeah.
For some people, cheating might not be thing, but they want to change to, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want no labels. I just want to be good. So I done disciplined myself from that, but I'm being honest and I'm letting you know I like this good thing right here. If you need somebody with labels, by all means, go ahead.
Hey,
don't snatch me down just because I'm a good thing. I know I'm good and I'm willing to stay right here. Good for you, but I ain't gonna be able to take the name tag.
Nettie Bell said, some women think, yeah, he fucked y'all, but marry me. Which is so stupid because if you marry a person who cheated multiple times, him or her will continue to cheat. That is just common sense.
Ding, 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 ding.
I guess people nowadays just get married to say, I got married, y'all. And Tone commented with the cake cutters and picture takers. I think a lot of people, this day and age, like I said, excuse me. The foundation of what marriage was built on, I don't think people get married on. I don't think people get married to say, this is the last person I want to be with on earth no more. I think people are getting married for the look to say that they did.
Look what I did. Look how big my cake was. My dress was this.
They get married for the wedding, not for the
marriage.
Like
Like Tone always say, professional cake cutters. Real quick, that's him again. Actually, on Facebook, Big Tone said, honesty is key, V. That's my thing. I am here to be honest. I don't want to be hurtful. If you get hurt, I didn't mean to. It wasn't my intention. But I have to be honest with people.
Yeah.
And if I tell you something, please believe exactly what I say. Don't take it and put your own spin on it, because now you're making me somebody I'm not.
I gotta read this Kendall comment, because this comment hit, and it all makes sense, and it sums everything up. He said people stress themselves on a daily with thoughts of yesterday and what's going to happen tomorrow. You can't change yesterday. Tomorrow ain't here.
Boom.
Shake the noise and manage right now. Lot less weight to carry. Be present. You know what I'm saying? Like, people so focused on, you gotta focus on what's going on in the now. You can't be worrying about what the fuck happened yesterday. Yesterday is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yesterday was a bad day. Cool. Now you focus. This is a whole new day. You ain't gotta be upset. You ain't gotta be depressed. You ain't gotta look at that shit. You gotta focus on what's going on today.
But like you said, though, you feel like marriage not really what it used to be. And I totally agree. Because my thing is this. They say that God be at your wedding, just present, right? Like, mending souls together. And I just be feeling like a nigga that can lie to God ain't going to do me right anyway. You feel me? So, I don't be with all dating or staying married men. You know what I mean? Now you in a relationship. Well, I don't want to date you either. But if you're out dating, I might date you because you're dating.
Right.
You're not sold up with an individual with the intent on that's who you are belonging to in a way.
And that ties into this other question that we got here. Say, how do you handle when one person decides to leave the relationship or marriage but doesn't want the children either?
Well, I'm going to say, for the men out there, technically the women are the incubators and they're really your kids. So, technically, it better be the women. I ain't saying, no, you shouldn't leave your kids either way. You should never abandon your kids. That's just ill. You know what I mean? But it's just seed that the woman is incubating and bringing to life. So, they're technically your kids, bruh.
So, do you think that the woman can get up and leave and just leave the kids?
No, I don't think she should either. But I think it should be more harder for men to leave their seed than women. Not saying women should ever know. Not at all.
A lot of that got to do with a lot of tender dick ass niggas. You get these niggas, man, that get in these situations, and they so fucked up over the female that they literally say fuck their kids, and they're not doing nothing for the kids because they can't be with the bruh. I guess it's because everybody was brought up differently. Me, Keno, Tone, Sam, we guys that was brought up with our dad. You know what I'm saying? Our dad, played a significant role in our lives. So we stand on man shit. We always on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't relate to that shit. For a nigga, let's
roll out.
If I'm not fucking with you, I'm not fucking with you. That don't got shit to do with you playing your motherfucking role for your kid. I hate niggas like that. Because you can't fuck with the bra no more, you choose not to do for your kids. Come on, man. What the fuck kind of man is that? I don't understand.
I heard one. Let me say this
it.
real quick. Big Tone said, as long as you tell them, meaning being truthful, that's their issue after that.
Yeah.
He said the devil won't stop. The devil won't stop me from dealing with my kids. It's unbelievable to me how men do that.
Yeah,
how they walk away.
It be women too, though.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It be women too.
Call their ass out. Call them out.
It's a lot of women.
Call them out.
And I think it have disattachment. So, a lot of women get, I'm going to say judged, but maybe that's the best word to use in this situation. right? If a woman, let's say, is 35 and she have 2 kids and they just so happen to be by the same dad, when a male is interested in her and he say, "Oh, you single?" and she be like, "Yes," and then he say, "You have kids?" and she be like, "Yes," and she say, "How many?" She say 2, and then he say, "Oh, by the same father?" He be like, she say, "Yes." Either way, she getting judged at that moment for having 2 kids without being married, right? Because I've learned that men definitely judge women that have never been married and that have kids. And so then, if these bitches desperate to get booed up by a dude, some of these hoes will put that over raising their offspring. And so they do stupid shit like leave their kids behind because they'd rather have the attention of a man.
I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you. What I'm sitting here, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry for the people on Instagram.
Well, because they in the drug use store, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sitting here trying to figure out what kind of nigga are you to sit and like pass judgment on a chick because you meet her and she got kids and she ain't been married.
Oh, a lot of guys will be like, "Oh, I got a homeboy that will look and say, no, I can't deal with it if she got 3 or 4 kids," or they'll say this, "Oh, how old is the youngest?" "Oh no, I ain't gonna be able to do it."
Well,
but to me, let me say this, Rob. To me, they only speaking what their preference is. I don't want to come into a picture with Big Mike said big facts, bro. I think that's to you, Rob, because you're the only bro in here. But some people don't want to come into the picture with somebody that is a kid, got 4 months. Because first of all, I ain't finna be the daddy. Second of all, the kid 4 months, that father is there, should be there on the regular.
Okay. All right.
And it ain't been that long since y'all been apart.
That's a very touchy situation. Now, I'm going to speak me personally from experience. And I'm sure a lot of you guys that's out there, y'all gonna agree with me with this. When you meet a woman and she has what we call a fresh baby, meaning that baby ain't no older than about 3, 4, like 2, 3, 4 months.
Right.
Depending on the situation, that's why asking questions is pivotal, very key.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if she got a fresh baby, and you gotta ask, like, well, what happened? Why you not with the baby father? Boom, 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 boom. If he's still around, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna expect the situation to happen. There's gonna be some drama.
You should.
I promise you. Because for one, that's a new baby. If he a motherfucker that wanna see his child, y'all gonna bump heads eventually. Who the fuck wants that kind of drama? Most of the time, and I hate to, you know what I mean? Y'all might disagree, but sometimes it be the female just trying to get back at his ass because he hurt her.
So
she go fucking with another nigga and put him in a fucking situation.
And they add it and don't even realize it. Over on Instagram, Big Mike said, "I'm learning a lot from this show today." 360 Lil Mama said, "I think a lot of people do that. A lot of people do not want to deal with anyone with children because folks these days do not discipline their children. So who wants to deal with a disrespectful ass kid that all caps she put? Nobody, man or woman." I have to totally agree with her.
That's right.
Because that fucking kid can be 15 and bang his mother when he feel like it.
Listen, man.
What man gonna sit there and take
that? We talking about that's a very, 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 very serious situation.
That's true.
Me personally, have walked away from situations from kids that are very disrespectful with their mother. Because if you disrespectful with your mother, you ain't gonna hesitate to be disrespectful with me.
Yeah.
And the minute you disrespectful with me, I'm old school. So I believe a child should stay in a motherfucking place. And at the end of the day, I'm a fucking adult. You're gonna respect me as such. And if you come at me any kind of way besides respect, I'm on your ass. And if your mother not gonna allow me, then what the fuck am I doing here? I don't need to be here because I can't subject myself to that bullshit. I'm just not gonna do it. That's just for me.
For you.
I command fucking respect. That's just what it is. At the end of the day, that's the problem with. See, people too caught up and engulfed in what the fuck is going on in the world where instead of being a motherfucking parents, they trying to be their kids' fucking peers. friends. Do not equate yourself to your fucking children.
And Big Mike mentioned that on the show every time we talk about this. Real quick, actually, Big Mike said, I agree with her. He said, parents don't parent no more. They are their friend. He said it again. He always mentioned that. Hey, Lady Logan, how are you?
People, listen. At the end of the day, when you equate yourself to your children as their peer, the respect, your child gonna like you, but when your child gets in the mood swings or get in that attitude mode where they start feeling that now I could challenge you as my friend, not my parent. They forget that, oh, this is my mother, this is my father. I mean, when I hear kids call a mother by their first name or their father by their first name, it's like, what the fuck is going on here?
But see, that's for the parent to correct.
I know that.
Like, honestly, like when I was younger, my mother used to let me call her by her first name, and then people be like, why you call your mother by her name? I'd be like, because she never corrected me. But then, as a teenager, I stopped. Because then somebody said, like, you know, that's disrespectful, right? And I'm like, oh shit, I'm the one be seemingly disrespectful to my mother.
But then again, it depends on
what I'm saying? But I heard
the household.
Everybody out. Listen, I was the only child in the house. If everybody else calling her by her first name, it's what I adapted to, but she had to correct that.
And if she didn't, she was okay with it.
Exactly. But when I learned that was a sign of disrespect, I changed that.
Yeah, but the thing is, what's disrespectful in Rob's house is not disrespectful in your house.
Right.
So you ain't going to get the same thing. Like, I call my youngest son uncle in front of my grandkids. And they've always called him uncle. Then one day he did something while they were there, and I said his name. And they said, that's Uncle Name? Like, they was like truly amazed.
Yeah.
What I deem to be respectful is not what my son gonna deem to be respectful.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't have a level of respect, because they know better, they know discipline, they got respect. But if my son is comfortable with them saying Rodney, then that's what their situation is.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. My mother didn't feel disrespected,
right?
Because she allowed it. But it was something in me that didn't want to feel like.
Once you heard that it was disrespect.
Yeah, I didn't.
Which
want
means
that
you
to
took
be
it
that
on.
way.
Let me read this comment real quick. 360 Lil Mama said, a lot of women do not understand that a guy will not wife you or even think about a relationship with you just based on how you are raising your children. They will smash, but that's about it. That's a true fact.
Well, listen.
I mean, you're a man. True or false? Do you agree with that?
To a certain extent. Every nigga not the same. See, my thing is, it's like, when you start doing the categorizing, you always got to look at the small percentage of dudes that don't think like everybody else. You got a lot of us niggas out here, we not followers.
Right.
So we move according to the beat of our drum, not to what everybody else deem is what they think or assume and shit like that. That's like, I don't fit the typical stereotype. So I'm not going to agree. You know what I mean? Because I don't move in that way. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's just, that goes with.
But it is something that I can say as a woman I've seen.
Yeah, of course. I've seen it.
And then I cannot even, it could be somebody I'm not even dating, but I'm looking like, oh, them kids off the chain? I don't want no parts of that.
Man, listen.
I don't want no parts.
Listen, man, some niggas just they want the pussy. And they be
like
willing,
she said, they gonna smash.
They be willing.
That's about it.
They be willing to deal with them funky ass kids, getting that good ass pussy. Cause sometimes, like I said, crazy.
And that's what they here for.
And shit like that. They come attached with me. You know what I mean? That shit just be crazy, man. For me, I got a comment on my page from Danielle Bimbo. It say, I am not dating a dude with a new baby. I am not. I am going to be a grandma soon. I don't want to deal with all that comes with that now. When I was younger and my kids were younger, it was a different outlook. But a 53-year-old man with a 6-month-year-old, nah. You know what I mean?
So it's not 6-month-year-old. It's just 6 months.
I mean 6 months.
I'm just
right, 6-month-old. My fault.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do it. I can't do it. I don't even want to do a toddler.
I can't do none of that.
Because I can't go to Chuck E. Cheese and the moon bounce place.
So, I mean,
Huh?
like, I still would have a baby. So, it's just up in the end for me. And then I always tend to date, I guess, men that are younger with no kids. So, knowing that, you know what I'm saying? I can't be like, oh, right now I'm locked and loaded. I ain't having no more. And then be dating a man that's no.
Well, see, my thing is this, though.
That's why
I can deal with you. We can be good. Like I said, I want to be on good times all the time. As soon as I hear attitude, I'm going to get ready to go. You feeling moody? I need you to get ready to go. It don't have nothing to do with the kid, but I need a wedge. I'm just in a place in my life where everything is about honesty, keeping it 100, and being good. The first time the shit feel rocky, I got to hang up the phone. Like, I don't want nothing to ruffle my feathers because business, period, overwhelms me. And I know people say, well, you probably take on too many projects. Long as I can attach JMH to something, which is my mother's initials, I'm doing it. I'm not turning it away. I feel like God is just ushering me into the next thing. I'm all for anything good. 360 Little Mama on Instagram said, and I guarantee these dudes that still deal with these females with the kids off the chain, they coming over after 1 a.m. every time.
Listen.
And she got the crying laughing emoji. And that's the thing, ladies. You tell me. What time he coming over?
The nigga is like, kids sleep. Come on.
I seen
mashing out of there before they get up.
One day, the dude talking to the girl on the phone was like, oh, they still up. Well, don't worry. I'm going to buy them some gummies. Like, he got them some candy.
Melatonin.
Bag of melatonin. I'm putting everybody's ass to sleep.
So that shit is crazy,
but
man.
see, like, that come with self-love when a chick stands. Because my thing is, if you like, all right, I don't want nobody else to father my kids, and
that was me.
And I'm cool with just having these little sliding buys, then that's fine. Nigga, bring the melatonin. Right. But if you really want a man in your life, you have to be okay with the fact that said man is supposed to have reign to discipline your child in some facet.
Like, I had that when I finally got in a relationship. My kids were big, but it was something in me that say, you can't be like the dad on these kids I raised. So I was like, you get your own place, and then I move in with you. To me, that was better. And it actually worked great. Like, with my youngest son, he was right there, kept him out of trouble in high school, got him to graduation. And even his dad called and was like, can you tell him I said thank you so much because he did great.
Yeah, as a co-parent, yeah.
Like, and that's,
but I think
that was co-parenting at its best. And the fact is, like, he passed away like a year ago, but I'm glad that was something he got off his chest. Yeah. To be man enough to thank this man for what he did. I can handle that. But I can't handle, look, you're going to sit down and do what I say. Hold, bitch, hold. Because to me, I handled my kids well as far as discipline. Well, I can't see another motherfucker coming in. Well, sit down, close your mouth. Get out that refrigerator. Hold up, bitch, they live here.
Well, let me ask you this. Like, damn, that was very aggressive.
I'm telling you, that's how it hit when I think about it.
If a nigga,
real quick, before we go into it, let me just say this comment because I keep missing Instagram. Big Mike said, hey, Booda, that's my girl.
Hey, Mike.
All the hugs.
Hey, Mike, I like you.
Yo, listen. So how do y'all go about that? I always wanted to ask that. Like, so coming with a man coming in the door, and you know your kids is like a little off the chain. Do you allow that man to be a disciplinarian, or is it you mind your motherfucking business and you sit and let me do it my way?
I'll let Booda go first.
All right, so I'm going to say from two perspectives. As a child who was raised by my stepfather, that nigga had an 18-inch ruler and he used to whip me and my stepbrother ass. Now, I don't know if it's because my natural father is deceased and somebody had to fuck me up, so he just, took precedence in that area. But I do feel like, personally, any man is supposed to be able to correct any child. I don't give a fuck who they are to you. If my son in the barbershop showing the fuck off, it's been plenty of times where men in there be like, they check his ass, and then once he go get a haircut, they be like, sister, was that okay? And I be like, hell yeah, get in his ass. Because it really take a village to raise a child. But this is the thing, correct my kids and love on them. Tell them get the fuck out the refrigerator and help them with their homework.
That's
You
where
understand what I'm saying?
that's where I was
It's a
showing where my
balance.
difference. Like he was not just wanting to say, look, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, but he was also loving on them at the same time.
There you go.
Where I am a worker that's going to be a worker bee. He was able to be at the school, hands on, look, you need to do this. He talked to the teachers. He did all of that. So that's the thing. Yeah, I think if you're in a relationship, that man should, if the kid's off the chain, he should be able to say something. Because if any other point, why he here?
You gotta break them down.
That's like saying he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you gotta break
them down and build them up.
And that's just how it go. And finally, our last question of the day. Last question of the day is: what 3 top things you will not allow in your relationship? Top 3 things.
Abusiveness, physical, mental, no abuse.
Okay.
That's one. The second thing I won't allow is, well, verbal. That would go in there. Cussing.
Yeah. That's one.
I gotta think on the other 2, but I'm not.
What you said, lying and being disrespectful.
Yeah, because I can't do anything.
Well, that will fall under abuse.
All of that would be abuse.
Disrespectful. All that. That's like verbally talking. You know what I mean? Verbal abuse.
Lying.
I'm not going to allow no type of anal sex ever. I gotta put that one out there. I'm not allowed.
I should.
That's my second. Because I remember when I was married, my ex-husband said, well, we married. It's not supposed to be a limit. Well,
wait a minute, yo. Listen, this ain't the top 3 things you want to allow. You made that one in the top 3 things.
I ain't allowed no anal sex.
So you put.
Get me drunk enough or nothing. Baby said it's not going down.
It's not going down.
Oh my God, yo, that's too funny to me.
And I think my third thing is he gotta go harder than me. Cause I go hard.
Okay.
Like even with work, even if he only make $3 more than me, I'm good with that because he go hard enough to get that $3.
Okay.
Go hard. Whatever I do, go harder than me.
What about you, Booda? What's your top 3?
I would say abuse.
Lying.
What's and so is neglectful? Is that under abuse? Neglecting? Like
no.
Not prioritizing me?
No.
Yeah, because I ain't rocking with that shit.
Okay.
I mean, when it comes to certain sexual acts, it's up for discussion. You feel me? But some shit, if I'm not into it, I'm not into it. But that's why I feel like if that's a guy desire, you know what I'm saying? Like you might check the list.
Nigga desire to fuck somebody in there.
They might want
to. Men like to get
desire it.
And I've heard women say that they yearn for anal sex.
Yeah. So I mean.
But I'm gonna have to let you know. It's a barbed wire.
Nothing.
It ain't going down.
Well, for me, top 3 things.
What's your top 3?
Number 1.
Instagram, I'll be back. I gotta jump back to Facebook.
Number 1, lying. Number 2, communication of any sort.
Lacking of it.
Lacking of communication. Like I feel like when you got great communication with a person, then you want to tie in everything that needs to be tied in because y'all don't talk. You should be able to talk to your mate about any and everything.
Yeah, but everybody always got something back there that they don't mention. Or sometimes you got things that's your shit and you don't know until you get the trigger. You see something happen, you're like, oh, I ain't for this shit. Yeah. Rodney Pierce said disrespect, betrayal, and stealing. 3 things he won't deal with. Real quick, when I wasn't on Facebook.
Dang, I was trying to finish my third.
Oh, go ahead, do your third, but I'm sorry.
And my third one is someone who lack work ethic.
Yes.
Oh, like me.
You got
at the end of the day, if you have no drive and you have this thing where you come into my world and you like, yes, and you think you hit, and I see you laying around after 2 weeks, what you doing? Like you get the fuck up, go to work, do something, because at this point in my life, Robert Higgins, is not taking care of no grown ass woman.
But what if she a gazillionaire?
She should still be doing something. $3 more maybe.
I don't give a fuck what the fuck is going on. drive turns me on.
Okay.
Your ambition and where you are with. If you aspire to be in a position higher than what you was the day before, I love that shit.
Wait a minute, Rob, because you sound like you're describing me. Don't be describing like you into me.
Jesus
Let me say
Christ.
for the record, there's nothing between me.
Hold the fuck up. I don't want nobody getting nothing confused or twisted about Robert on this talk show. I'm not describing me. I am just describing what I, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
only so Robert.
You know how serious this is. Yo, I'm telling you, it's definitely serious. Real quick, over on Facebook, I missed a few of the comments while I was at Instagram. Big Tone said, I ain't wifing a chick with simple kids. Basically, your kid's simple or bad, I ain't doing it. He said, diving in her butt, that's it. I don't know what he meant by that, but
he ain't sexy. That's
he also said,
you give it
tie them twos, Booda. Like, no more kids for you.
What the fuck? I only got 2, nigga.
Because you said you would have a baby.
If I'm dating somebody that don't have no kids, I would have a kid with him.
He came back to say, my kids won't work well with the stepdad if their mother got with somebody.
Hey.
And that's because their father is so prevalent in their life probably. Let me finish real quick. I read Rodney Pierce. Big Tone also said, bad coochie, smart mouth, and an idiot. 3 things he not allowing in a relationship. Rodney Pierce said, laughing my ass off. V, fish, and rod. Don't take the hook. I know. I ain't look, Rodney Pierce, this is not going down with me and Rod.
Listen, special announcement where everybody can hear this. Hear me and hear me now.
I hate this
Let me
nigga.
get a card for this shit. Go ahead.
Hear me and hear me now.
Don't you do no card.
He said he
Look. All Rob wants with V is peace. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing with Veronica Malone. Nothing.
Y'all done put my whole name on there.
So at the end of it, put my own whole name. I ain't hiding from no motherfucking body. I'm good.
Yo, but this is the crazy thing. He's so adamant about it. Let me let people know. Like, me and Rob was fighting here before we date. I promise you.
Yeah, listen.
We fighting this motherfucker anyway. He gave me a compliment on my shoes today, and I was shocked. I was putting the key in the door, and I said, huh? I took your shoes. I like the shoes.
Her shoes.
I was shocked. That's how much we go at.
I told her shoes are dope. I told her shoes was dope. Like, that's just what it is.
And I only have on sneakers today. Normally, if it's sneakers here, say something.
Right, but
I got on
that's
shoes
what I'm
today.
saying. Like, I shoot. You know what I mean? I'm a shoot. You know what I mean? I give compliments when they're due. I'm the type of person I'm going to give you your flowers when you deserve your flowers. That's just that. But if you don't deserve your flowers, I will give you these good weeds.
No.
That's just how it goes. That's who I am, and I accept who I am. So, yeah, ain't nothing popping. But back on point with what we was talking about. Like, I just feel like, man.
Listen, Tidy got a lot of crying, laughing emojis over there.
Yeah. I just feel like, man, people. I say it all the time. I said it like several times on this show, but I'm gonna say it again before we get ready to get out of here, man. Is people complicate shit that's easy. Like a lot of people, you put a lot of thinking with. Stop overthinking shit.
Boom.
Period. Like you can't keep overthinking.
That's where that inner voice should be heard at.
People overthink shit, and sometimes you will overthink yourself right out of a situation. Let's be clear, because you got some people like with me.
Because y'all gonna go to click on one day, it ain't gonna be no live. Everybody gonna be like, what happened?
I tell people, I had to understand this the hard way, that everybody doesn't have common sense.
No.
You got some people that don't have common sense. You got some people that don't have good sense. You got some that have both. You got some that have
don't think like you think.
Period. I mean, but you gotta go into a situation.
Because what's common sense to me cannot be common sense to you.
That's true. But what I'm saying is you gotta come into a situation or go into a situation with that mindset anyway. You can't go into a situation thinking that this person is like me or they think like me. You can't go into a situation like that. That's unrealistic.
But that's why I'm saying that brings up the point about how people raise their kids. Booda mother was okay with her calling by her first name. Other people's household won't say. In my household, my children called me Ma, but my son children call him by his first name, and he okay with it. But they'll call everybody else. My daughter is Auntie Cece. My son is Uncle. I'm grandma. I don't know why they say it's so country,
y'all
but
job
they
to
do.
correct kids and their behaviors
To
early
what
on.
they want it to be. Yeah. And this is what he wanted to be.
Stephanie Higgins is 67 years old. Mm-hmm. Robert Higgins Sr. is 66 years old. Well, he get ready to be 66 August 3rd.
I hear about your father.
I do not play with the, like, I don't, he's dad.
Right.
My mother is mine.
Right.
I play with her sometimes and she be ready to fuck me up. Look, check this out, Stephanie. She's like, what you come? It automatically turns into a whole nother fucking thing. My mother and them, like my mother and my father, I wasn't raised. I wish I would have batted my mouth, my lips, and said, Stephanie, do this or a Rob. And then like now I play with him a lot because my father much shorter than I am. I be like, little Rob, you little Rob, I'm big Rob. he be like, man, I will fuck you.
I still will knock your punk ass out.
Rob don't play with me. That's dad. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that man to the highest degree. Like, he know what it is.
Before we get out of here, let me read some of these Facebook comments. Big Tone said, he wants your muffin mix, V. Talk about you. He do not. Okay, Rob? Tell Tone you don't.
I'm not listening to that shit. Okay. I'm not feeding into that shit.
Rodney Pierce said, that's why I won't come to the studio, Miss V, to scrapple and what her lips look back. What? To Scrappy and want her lips look back.
Who said that?
That's Rodney Pierce. Keno one here said, little magic muffins. With the in-house.
He on my fucking
Rob, he came back. Rob came back again. I mean, Tone. They say Rob trying to butter your biscuits.
Hey, look.
Not you.
See, people don't understand our brotherhood. Our brotherhood hit different. And Tone trying to strike from a distance. I'm going to get your motherfucking big ass when you get on the show tomorrow, yo. You a motherfucker, y'all. But, I ain't going to lie, man. Like, people just need to, get themselves.
Be good.
Just be good, man. That's the best way to
be good.
I mean,
it feel good, let it be right there.
I got a friend of mine that's on Facebook that I met in person that's really a dope person, right? Her name is Letitia Jaws. You know what her saying is? And it's cool as shit. She always say, be water. Be water.
Just flow.
Just flow.
Just flow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, pick up on energy, pick up on vibes. Water, Kenny always speak on being near water and what water does for you.
I can't do that shit.
Be water, man.
Kenny got this thing when he
flow.
That sound like a drop of water.
I don't know how the fuck he do that.
He just
he pluck his shit. They be like, whoop.
I can't even do it, but it sound like a drop of water.
Yeah, he really do that. He do it every show.
I'm gonna get him to do it on the show tomorrow.
But like I said, man, like, just flow, man. Just flow, man. Try to be easy with people, man.
And real quick, Big Tone said, "Love y'all, good show." I gotta put somebody in a hold, so he at work. And then I'm with you on that, Rob. To my thing, to everybody today, just be good.
Yeah.
If it feel good, even if the person cheated a zillion times, but it feel good leading up to marriage for you.
I got a thing with that feel good shit.
I'm just saying, just be good. Like, it feel good in here. Go with it.
Person, that's your fucking person.
And it don't mean that you gotta marry the person. It don't mean that you can't marry her. It don't mean that I gotta be a girlfriend.
I need Booda to pluck a card for this particular thing.
Shuffle while you talking, Booda.
All right. Plucking the card for
I ain't gonna pluck it. It's gonna come out.
Okay. Plucking the card just for being good people.
Forgiveness.
God damn.
I acknowledge that.
Hey, Miss Prime Draw.
Listen, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Because know what came out before that? Abundance. Like, if you don't forgive people and let shit go, you don't have room to receive good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even with that situation with how do you marry somebody that cheated on you all the time? That nigga wasn't ready to settle down and you got him early in the game. But if that's who you supposed to marry, bitch, now, you ain't gonna work out with nobody else. That's who you supposed to marry.
How you feeling, Miss Prime Draw? We waiting for you to come back in the building. Super sexy.
Hey, honey.
Who?
Miss Prime Draw. That owns Prime Draw.
Oh, yeah, man. You've been slighting us, man. You've been real funny acting.
They ain't even brought us back in for a show.
We ain't been back down there on live tip. You ain't been up here to talk to us the day you supposed to came. You canceled. What's the deal?
She just said I'm down. We just gotta tell her when she comes.
You down? Get your ass in here next Tuesday. How about that? Can you do that?
Next Tuesday morning, or I'm gonna call your bluff. I say this Thursday.
Yeah, come that shit Thursday. Come Thursday.
Way to put the pressure on her.
Put the pressure right on her.
I can hear the excuses now. Well, I can't do it Thursday because I got this. I got ballet. I gotta go to eat. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. No.
And I wanted her to come in. She has a big event coming up in September. A smokers ball.
Ooh.
Big. I mean, like real carpet showing up at the Bamboo.
What's that?
It's down on. I'll have to tell you where that.
It's nice.
She said I know right to your comments of the street.
I heard about that. Bamboo. I think I actually been there.
It's off of Frederick Avenue.
Yeah, I think I've actually been there.
And it's the details of how she's turning it inside out is gonna be wonderful. I suggest everybody get the VIP pass. And I think she's starting to sell tickets now.
Oh, all right. Well, tell her I need a ticket, but I'm not coming to the cigar.
She said, no, I'm good for Thursday.
Oh, well, get your ass in here. You pop shit. Thank you. So now we're going to call your bluff. So
all right, what time we wanted to come Thursday? We know the owner, Raw. We can come in at any time.
Okay, we talking Thursday morning. How about that?
You want to do Thursday morning? Let us know.
Wait for the comment. I want to hear
If the afternoon is better, we can take the afternoon.
We can do the afternoon.
We can do 6 in the evening if that works.
6 in the evening. What you gonna do? We do this by 11 in the morning. Yes, they are time.
Camera she on. What you trying to do?
What you trying to do? Don't talk that shit.
She said, okay, what?
Okay, what?
What time on Thursday?
Give us a time.
How do we request her to join the live? I'm trying to find it. I can't do it.
Yeah, you can talk yourself right to a situation, Bookie.
She just said morning is better.
Okay, so Thursday, we need you here by 10:30.
We coming on 11 o'clock.
We come on 11 o'clock. That's what we do. So we'll see you Thursday, little buddy. Make sure you're here.
I can't call her little buddy because she's taller than me. But we're still on.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely here to style. Baby, get in here.
Legs look like, oh my God. Okay, that's enough.
All right, but yeah, man, we thank all y'all for tuning in.
Buddha, we thank you for coming in. You know we're not going to let this be your last day. You already know.
It's okay.
All right.
Every day, whenever you like.
Next Tuesday, 11 a.m.
Back.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Booda the Great.
I'll be there.
Her name is Booda the Great. Booda the Great. We'll be back here next Tuesday. And we're going to get it. We're going to have shit nice and live.
And we just got confirmation. I'll be there. Miss Prime Draw. I'll be here Thursday, 10:30 a.m.
Tune in tonight for Rob's room, y'all.
Rob's room tonight.
I'm gonna be in here with my glass, with my liquor, sipping, tripping, and that's what we do.
And when I tell you they be sipping, they be sipping.
We sips and
I should have brought the bottle in, but don't forget, Timeless JMH has his own alcohol.
Oh.
Listen, Timeless
tequila rum.
Timeless. Let me tell y'all about this Timeless J&H.
You gotta get a taste. You gotta get a taste.
Timeless J&H. That shit, as soon as you sip it, it give you that warm sensation. You put that up, and it's so fucking good that you find yourself drinking it, and before you know it, you done. It's a very good. It's a very good drink.
And it also comes with a cake pop, a watch.
Oh yeah,
it comes with a few things.
Yeah,
so Timeless is here for all that.
Yeah, she give you little extras with the watch.
Rob didn't want the watch, but he still got a rose gold wine bottle stopper.
Listen, she gives you a bunch of things attached to the bottle. That's sweet. It's a pretty good bottle. The quality of the liquor is very good. I ain't gonna lie, it's just me. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you have a black business and you want my support, just let me know what it is. I come and support you until I feel like you want some bullshit and then I don't support you. You know what I mean? All I say is, give me great customer service. Treat me how you want to be treated, and I have no problem supporting anyone. So just, you know what I mean?
Maybe we can get permission to let Miss Prime Draw bring a couple of cigars and show us how to cut, how to light, make all of that part of the show on Thursday.
Hey, Prime Draw, the stallion, can you bring your cigars and bring your cutters and things of that nature so that we can figure out, so we can show people that don't know how to smoke, how to smoke. She said, Erica Thompson said, where can you get a bottle? You can get a bottle. You can get a bottle at Timeless JMH Studios. This is off of Liberty Road. All you have to do is
DM me.
DM.
I'm on my way.
DM and you can get that bottle. The bottle, I'm not gonna lie, this is a really good liquor.
She said she most definitely can bring the cigars.
Yeah, bring the cigars,
We'll
baby.
get permission for us. We're not going to smoke them, but we're going to light them and show the proper way.
Hey, baby, bring the cigars. I'll make sure I bring. Oh, damn, I can't bring it.
What?
Because my whatchamacallit is in my my humidor is in my trunk of my Lexus.
She won't bring the works.
So bring everything that you got, babes.
And she gonna show us how to do it, how to light it, how you properly light it, make it even.
Yeah, my car's still, you know.
And maybe she can bring like 4 or 5 and show us the different. Because a lot of people don't know this is strong, this is not. Like me, I'm a sweet smoker. So.
Yeah, like we gotta let people know the difference between full bodies and things of that nature. So yeah, I agree with you 100%. Yeah.
So tune in Thursday morning at 11. Miss Prime Draw will be in the building. Knowing her, she'll make her own flyer. Cause that's my flyers. I sent her one. She be like, "No, I'm gonna redo this."
Well, make the flyers. Send us the flyers. Send it to V so she can send it to me so that I can promote for Thursday and let everybody know to tune in and catch
the young
that
lady
show.
on your page, tell her go to timeless_JMH.
She can hear you.
Send me the DM, and your bottle is right there.
Hey, Erica, you heard what she said. Just do what she asked, and you should be fine.
Or when we go off air, call Rob, and we still can go that way.
Yeah,
Timeless is here for it.
We can do it that way too. But
real quick, Romaine_Antoinette. I used to be in this nonprofit organization where I just want to shout her out. Thanks, Romaine, for tuning in. Prime Draw said, "No, I'm good with your flyer. I'm out of the flyer game. LOL." All right, then. Well, I'm making the flyer. I got it.
But yeah, man.
Wow, no better. She just jumped in. I ain't seen that name in a minute.
Yeah,
you feeling popular today?
No better. She too busy doing cartwheels and holding her big toes in the air, stretching and shit.
So she ain't even. That's why she can't tune in.
No better. She ain't got time for us no more. She too busy stretching.
Can't come in and give us a little workout.
Can't.
Romaine said, "Love you, sis. So proud of you. Love you too. And if there's anything I can do to ever help your organization, Romaine, you know I'm here for it." And on that note, Rob gave me the finger, which means it's time for us to wrap it up. Again, thanks for everybody tuning in tonight. Rob's Room live, 6 p.m. with him and Shannon Bobannon. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., we got True Grit. Tomorrow, 7:30 p.m., we got The Bro Show. And Thursday, 11 a.m., we got Hot on the Spot with me and Rob and Miss Prime Draw. So be in the building, not on the show. Y'all can get in the building. We can have y'all in the lobby.
Absolutely. And once again, we got
to thank Mystic Ty said, "Great show. Thank you.
Thank you. We got again for the like 19th, 20th time. We want to thank Booda for coming through and blessing us with her presence. I expect her to be here next week. And that's the end of that, man. Y'all have a good day. We thank y'all for tuning in. Tune in to the rest of the shows. Peace.
And by the way, real quick on Facebook, this idiot, I can't even get his name out. Hey, Corey. Keno said, "You're a Mexican." He enjoying this.
I get that a lot.
Oh, so